Hillary, how long have you been homeless? How long have you been using blues?
I have been homeless for about 3 years now, and I've been using blues, opiates since at the age of 12.
How'd you get started using opiates at the age of 12? What happened?
I had back problems, and so I was always in pain when at the age of 12 and throughout my whole life, and that's.
So you want your back started hurting, or you're in an accident, or what?
I was in an accident, and then I developed scoliosis, and then at the age of 17, I developed where I needed one hip replacement.
And so when you were 12, let's go back to 12, the doctor prescribed you what was it?
Vicodins.
Vicodins to like numb the pain.
Yeah.
And from there, you just got addicted, basically.
And at the age of 19, that's when I started really abusing them, and that's when I turned using the 15s and 30s of the blues.
So back then, 15s and 30s milligrams were those real ones?
Yeah, they were the real ones.
The real ones. When did you turn to the counterfeit pills?
About 2 years ago.
When they really started hitting the streets for $5 a pill?
Yeah, and then at first I was on methadone, and then I got kicked out of my methadone clinic, and then I turned using the blues.
So you've tried treatment in the past?
Oh yeah,
It doesn't work for you?
it does, but I got weak and I got into with the wrong crowd and started using again.
Do you have kids?
I do have one.
How old is your baby?
He's 9 years old.
And where's your baby at?
He's with my parents.
Do you see your child?
Yes and no, but I choose not to because he has separation anxiety. Then every time I leave him, he just throws a fit, and then his grades start to go down. Like it's not fair to him. It's not fair that I'm doing this to him.
That has to be difficult as a mom. But do you love your child?
I do. That's like my ride or die.
For some people, it's like difficult for them to understand. You know, I've heard people say, "Well, I would never choose drugs over my kids." You know, it's easy to say, right?
Oh yeah.
It's easy to say, and I understand that. But at the same time, like me, I'm trying to understand you, right? Like that addiction has to be extremely hard, right? It has to have like a wrap on you, right? Your soul, your body, your mind, to separate you from your 9-year-old baby, basically, right?
Yeah, it sucks. It really does suck because, like, my parents, I'm sorry to say this, Mom and Dad, but it's like they want me home so bad that they'll let me use. But I mean, I would have to go away from the house to go use. But it's like, at the same time, why would you want to? I know, they want me in their life and they'll do anything, to keep me there. But it's like, at the same time, like, they're condoning it, saying that it's okay for me to do it. But it really isn't.
Do you think there will be a day that you will be clean, that you'll complete treatment, you'll be clean, and you'll be reunited with your son?
Oh yeah, I'm sick of this. I mean, I have all my clothes here and stuff like that, and it's just like, I don't want to go back to prison. I know that I'm ready, but it's just taking that step going to go get treatment. And like I have all the resources. I mean, my sister works at CMS, and it's just, it kind of sucks because she knows all my business, and when I like come, you know, turn out to be dirty, she'll go run and tell my parents. Like,
sometimes I feel like when I'm talking to folks, you know, I'll offer, like, you know, do you want to go? Do you want me to take you? Like, I take you right now. Let's go, right? There's all your bags right there. Let's go.
mm-hmm.
But I can't want it more than you, because that doesn't work, right?
Right.
I'll go take you and sign you in, register you, but as soon as I leave, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna leave. If you don't really want it, you know, sometimes it's just kind of waste of time, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, sometimes you have to hear it from a total stranger that you can do better. You're worth more. Your child deserves more. So that's what I hope to do with you. Plant a seed, let you know that you're worth the effort. You know, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna suck, because you've been used to this lifestyle for a long time, right? Would you say that it's easier for somebody like you to get off as opposed to somebody that just started a year ago, or what do you think?
No, it's for someone like me, it's hard for me because I've been doing it for so long, and that means it's gonna take twice as long for me, you know, and twice as long as the help that I need to get everything out of my body that, you know, needs to come out.
What advice would you give to parents that have a 15-year-old, and what can they look out for? How can they be supportive to their 15-year-old that's being rebellious, or, you know, might be experimenting with these pills? What would you tell the parents?
Try to be more understanding. I wish my parents were understanding, but they see it from a different side, and like I've always wanted my mom's love, and like she's always pushed me away. And for a girl who's going through this, like they always want their mom, you know, like my mom was my best friend, and once I got out of hand, like she left me, and it's not the way to do it. You know, just be there for, you know, for your kids, and try to understand, and, you know, just ask me every day, you know, how can I help you, you know, to show them that love and that, you know, support, that they have somebody, because some people don't have that.
That seems to have affected you a lot, that lack of support.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe you're like a mama's girl, and you might have felt abandoned or not understood at that crucial time where you're young,
yeah.
and you needed somebody to be more understanding, more supportive, more whatever, right?
Yeah. And
did you ask for that? Did you reach out, or you were just too young to know what was going on?
No, I've asked, but it's like she pushed me away. She told my best friend one time that, oh, I should have thrown that one back. Yeah.
What do you think your parents were trying to do, like tough love, or what do you think? Where were they coming from?
Tough love, and I guess they didn't want me to follow in the same footsteps as my other siblings. And like I was sheltered my whole life. I literally was sheltered, and I didn't, you know, go out and experience what, you know, what other teenagers experience, like going to the movies with their friends. No, that wasn't me. I was always stuck at home.
So they try to protect you from the world, but
too much. Like they did it too much.
It backfired, maybe. So there's like a balance, right?
Yeah.
Parents have to balance it a little bit, right? Hillary, I'm going to say thank you very much for opening up, sharing your story. There's a lot to learn, right? Because you're long-term.
Mm-hmm.
You're a long-term user, right? You started at 12, and what's your age right now?
32.
That's a long time.
It is. It sucks. But I know that with the grace of God, He'll help me get through this. And I just pray every day that He'll, you know, guide me the right way and the right path. because it's all I want.
Where will you be? Where do you want to be in 3 months?
With my son, with my family, because I seem to always, I've never had, you know, a Thanksgiving or a Christmas with my son, and that's where I want to be. You know, I want to be a part of that.
That's definitely possible, but the only person that's going to decide it is you. Not your son, not your parents, not me, not the police. It has to come down to you. Reaching down in your soul, pulling out that courage and saying, I'm sick of this, I'm going to do it. Even though this lifestyle is pretty much the only lifestyle you've known, unfortunately, you know? It's sad, I think.
It is. It really is. And like, I mean, I think the thing that scares people the most is not having nobody there. Not having nobody, you know, by their side, you know, going through the same treatment. And like, I've asked so many of my friends that are out here, I'm like, dude, let's go to treatment, you know, let's all go together, you know, we'll get through it together, you know, that's what we need, you know, as long as we have that support and like, you know, encourage each other that we can get through it. I mean, it'll work out.
That's a really good attitude to have. All you need to do is take that attitude and put action steps, little baby steps, little by little, and really do it. And hopefully in the next 3 months, you're doing better. I might have met you 3 months ago, seen you out here in the streets 3 months ago, okay, with one of your friends out here, right? But so the next 3 months, you know, hopefully you're doing better things and putting those a plan in action, basically, right?
Right.
Go to treatment. Let's finish treatment. Let's go talk to my son. Let's go talk to my parents and be better, you know, because you deserve more. You're deserving of a better life. So Hillary, thank you very much for talking to me. I'm gonna grab some lunch for you. You said you're hungry. Lunch is donated by my subscribers today. So thank you, subscribers for donating. You're gonna help Hillary eat lunch today, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.